So to start with, the town itself is a very important setting to the story. Nothing is original. This is a very ordinary and boring town on the outside. It is a town that does not attract a lot of attention. It is very much a suburban town, although it never specifically states where it is located in the United States. Because she describes it this way, it is easy to imagine that it is in a very ordinary location. However, if it had not been in such a town, she may not have been created or saved. Because the Paper Doll Project was such a secret, it needed to be in a town where nothing happened. If it had been in a larger city, there would have been more room for discovery of the project, which would have led to panic or failure of the project. In her town, there is also a distinct difference in the town socially and economically. Although no one in the town is necessarily poor, there is a line between those that are in the middle class and those that are in the upper class. Because of this, it allows Arian to blend in and be overshadowed by those that flash their expensive belongings. For example, Rachel's house is very large and fancy and on the nicer side of town that gets the most attention, and Arian's house is in the most typical houses that are commonly overlooked, which works to her advantage and allows her to hide and blend in and appear more human. Speaking of Arian's house, it is described as a very cozy and comfortable home. It represents the comfort that she was seeking while she was in the lab, and it represents her feeling safe because she's with her father who treats her as human and not as a lab rat. If she did not have this home, she would not have a place to hide or to truly be herself. The lab where she was created and tested on is the most important setting to the story. It represents everything that she fears that might happen again in her life, or that had happened. She was cut off from the world and kept in a small white room as a child. She did not have a childhood because of this place. If she had been kept anywhere else, the emotions that she felt would be non-existent. If she had not been in the lab, you would not be able to truly understand how poorly she had been treated. She had been treated like a lab rat, not a human, despite her being half human. If she had not been held in a lab, you would not be able to understand her emotional situation. Also, if the people who created her did not have this lab, a lab that was inconspicuous and had the tools that allowed them to alter her DNA, the project would not have been possible. The inconspicuous lab allowed them to work on her, which created this whole problem.